Yes, my voice is audible to you. Okay. So, page number 45, practice problem number 1. Okay. DP1, question number 1. Page number 45. Question number 1 was done by me? No. I have solved. Yes, let us see question number 2. It is very simple, but for some other student, it is a must to solve. This diagram is given in your textbook. This is the diagram. Diagram shows a single mobile pulley system. Mark the direction of force due to tension. Here, effort has been applied at this end. Here, and load is hung from this mobile pulley. This is fixed pulley. This is the mobile pulley. So tension, as this load is attracted by earth, pulled by earth, so definitely tension is produced in upward direction. As the gravitational pull of attraction is downward, so tension is produced in this spring, in these two springs. As soon as effort is applied at this end, then one more tension is produced in this part of the spring in opposite sense. Effort is applied in this direction, so tension is produced in this part of the spring in opposite sense. Here, okay. So these are the direction of force due to tension has been marked in various part of the string. Here, so a single rope is used, okay, which passes over this mobile pulley and this fixed pulley. This is a part A. It is okay. What is the purpose of fixed pulley? The purpose of fixed pulley is to change the direction of applied effort. Okay. So are you observing? If this pulley is removed, what is left? Only this mobile pulley. And here, okay, if person needs to lift this load, then in absence of this fixed pulley, person has to apply effort at this end of the rope in upward direction, which is not convenient. Okay. So for proper action, okay, for proper action of effort, okay, so that person can apply force in convenient direction. Even he can use his own weight for this act. Here, so what is the part? That fixed pulley is used in order to change the direction of applied effort. Clear? In desired direction, convenient direction. This is B part. If T is the tension in Newton, what is the relation between T and E? T and E. So from this diagram, it is very clear that T and E. Look here. So at this end, okay, you are observing that both are equal and opposite forces. Okay, tension and effort are forming the couple. Here, what is couple? Two equal and opposite forces. If there is application of two equal and opposite forces on a body, clear? So we can write here P equal to E. Okay, P equal to E. What does it mean? That magnitude of tension is equal to magnitude of effort. Magnitude of effort. And y minus sign is imposed here. If I write here P equals to minus E. Okay, minus sign is standing here to tell the direction of both the equal forces. Clear? So effort is applied in downward direction, while tension is applied in upward direction. That's why minus sign is written. Clear? If I apply force on the wall, clear? So what is its consequence? That this wall at the same time applies force on my palm and here. So forward, force is applied in forward direction, and this reactionary force acts on the palm or hand in opposite sense. That's why my sign is written here. Okay. So this is the relation. Clear? So in book it is written that T equal to E as well as T equal to minus E or E equal to minus T, E equal to T. Clear? Meaning is same. So according to Newton's third law of motion, that to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Equal in magnitude. It means magnitude of tension is always equal to magnitude of effort. And why minus sign is there? Because they are applied in opposite sense, in opposite direction. Okay, effort in downward direction, then tension is produced in same part of string rope in upward direction. Clear? So this is the which part? C part. Yes, calculate the velocity ratio. Calculate the velocity ratio. Clear? So how to have velocity ratio? Here. First we frame the equation. L equal to 2t. At this point, two upward forces and one downward force act. So according to this, downward force L equal to twice the tension. Twice the tension. Clear? So what is asked here? Velocity ratio is asked. Clear? So load is given how much? First you write this general equation, and here at this point, at another point, we can also write one more relation between E and T. So E equal to T, capital E equal to T. One force capital E in downward direction and one force in upward direction. Here E equal to T. This is the equation number 2. So L by T is equal to 2. Here L by 2 equal to L by T equal to 2. Clear? And this is a mechanical advantage, or capital L is used, and mechanical advantage IMA equal to VR. Clear? So in this case, velocity ratio is coming how much? It is a 2. If it is ideal, what is written here? Calculate the velocity ratio of system. Clear? If it is 100, whether it is practical machine or actual machine, practical machine or ideal machine, velocity ratio does not change unless its dimension change. Clear? Every time you have seen that velocity ratio is 2 if it is ideal or actual machine, means practical machine. But it is the value of mechanical advantage, okay, whose value is always less than 2. If it is practical and if it is ideal, then it is exactly 2. Okay. So mechanical advantage cannot exceed the velocity ratio. Okay. Either it is the mechanical advantage is less than or equal to VR. Less than or equal to VR. If it is practical machine, then mechanical advantage is always less than velocity ratio. Case number 1. And if this machine is given machine is ideal, perfect, then mechanical advantage is always equal to velocity ratio. Case number 2. Okay, in that case, we can write IMA in place of mechanical advantage. Clear? So velocity ratio is so in ideal case or practical case, the velocity ratio will be 2. So this is equal to VR. This is equal to VR. One more technique is there for finding the value of velocity ratio. So I found the value of velocity ratio on the basis of mechanical advantage, whether the given machine is ideal or actual. Here, the other technique is there, or velocity ratio is equal to effort distance divided by load distance, XC upon XL. XC upon XL. Here, you are observing here that as effort is applied to some distance, small d, here, then this load is not moved in upward direction through same magnitude of distance through which effort was applied. Okay, it is always less. Here, it depends on the number of mover pulley. Here, so this load is supported by or overcome by, this load is overcome or supported by two strand two cord. That's why this load distance is shared among two strands. Clear? So small d by 2, small d by 2. Clear? If effort is applied at this end through distance small d. Clear? So if effort distance is small d, find it. Okay. So small d, then load gets displaced by half of the effort distance. Half of the effort distance. Okay, it is a complex fraction, just simplify. Okay, so numerator. Here, so d into 2 divided by small d. Here, you can write another symbol in place of small d. There are two d, small d and capital D. Here, initially it was told. So this is equal to 2. So velocity ratio is again 2. Here, so you can find the value of velocity ratio on the basis of L upon E in terms of forces. Velocity ratio can be had by using effort distance and load distance. Yes, assuming efficiency is 100%, what is the mechanical advantage? It is already explained. What it is already explained. Clear? So first I wrote a equation of motion at this end, at this point, and at a free end. This is the bound end. This is the free end. Okay. So here is written if machine is ideal. So we can write IMA because I have used capital L. IMA equal to capital L upon capital E. It is coming to from this equation. If equation number 1 is divided by equation number 2. Clear? Okay. So this is the way to find the value of mechanical advantage. Okay. If the given pulley system is 100% efficient. It is okay? Yes. Calculate the effort. What is the effort? Last part. F. F part. L upon E. Look here. L upon E. L upon E is equal to 2. L is 1,100 Newton right here. 100 Newton in place of load. E is not given to means effort applied. 2. Or effort equal to it is it can be replaced by each other. So 100 Newton divided by 2. So it is 50 Newton. 50 Newton. Load is given in Newton. So my unit of effort will be in also Newton. It is okay? All of you got the points? And you also go through these solved examples. Okay, 1 or 2 questions are given before every practice problem box. Clear? Question number, practice problem number 2. Question number 1 can be done. Just now I drew one diagram which was given in question. That is the example of single mobile pulley system, having one fixed pulley and one mobile pulley. And what diagram is given in question number 1 of PP2 is also an example of single mobile pulley system, which consists of one fixed pulley and one mobile pulley. Okay, let us see in this case. In that case, mechanical advantage was equal to 2 or less than 2, and velocity ratio is always 2. Okay, whether it is pulley system is perfect or practical. But in this case, the mechanical advantage value and the velocity ratio will be different. That's why I'm tackling this problem. TB2, question number 1. The diagram alongside shows a pulley system when a load of 30 kg of load equal to 30 kg. 30 kilogram force is attached to a movable block. What is the velocity ratio? What is the mechanical advantage of pulley system? Assuming it as ideal. So first we find the velocity ratio. First part, what is the velocity ratio? Here, what is the velocity ratio? Yes, Riya saying, get unmuted. Riya
No,
saying,
sir, I'm having doubt in that PP2 second part.
PP2.
Second question, I'm having doubt.
Okay, don't worry. I'm coming to that point. Get muted. Before we apply effort in upward direction, okay, three tension is produced in three parts of a same string. One part. Yes, some network problem was there. Yes. So I was telling that if there is no application of effort at this free end, then this load is balanced by these three tension. So can we write L equal to 3T? L equal to 3T. Here. So as we apply effort from this point to this point, okay, to distance x. So this time this effort is counterbalanced by this tension. Please look here. So this tension T, this downward tension T is due to application of effort in upward direction. So E equal to T. E equal to T. Clear? So again you divide equation number 1 by equation number 2. We get L upon E equal to 3. L upon E equal to 3. Clear? So what is our velocity ratio? So velocity ratio. So velocity ratio is 3. Yes. What the point? Yes. Any problem is there? Only 3 questions are left. Question number 2 of PP2. Question 1 and 2 from PP3. 3 questions are left. Okay. So till now you have any doubt? Yes. Any doubt is there? Till now. Okay, only 3 questions are left. So due to some problem today, remaining questions were not solved. Soumya Singh, Abhishek Sharma, any doubt is there? Devesh, Devesh Kori, why you are not coming with your video? Abhishek Sharma, get unmuted. Abhishek Sharma, get unmuted. Abhishek, you should come with your video. Priya Singh, your question number 2 is left. No time. So Tuesday. So remaining 3 questions will be solved. So on that day, chapter number 3 will be completed. Clear? Yes, I'm going to end this. Hope on Wednesday we shall start chapter number 4.